You want my diploma? No problem. This popped into my head today. Many moons ago, I was a caregiver for developmentally disabled adults. For 6 years. It was a difficult job. Paid $11 an hour. And I got my ass kicked or got bitten at least once a week. But I loved that job and I loved my clients. Even while they were trying to take a bite out of my face. The agency I worked for was, unfortunately, a bit shady, as is fairly typical for similar organizations where I live. After 4 years there, I got promoted to house manager. A job which I will freely admit I struggled with. I was great with the clients and employees. But my bookkeeping was a little sloppy. And paperwork was half my job. It's for this reason I think I ended up being the target of HR. At the behest of my boss's terrible boss. After 5 years, I was taking a 2-week vacation, and had submitted, and gotten approved, my vacation time 6 months prior. However, the Thursday before I was set to take off, HR called me in and told me they needed my diploma for my file. I did graduate high school, but a higher education isn't really required to change adult diapers. A patient person with a third grade education will do better than someone impatient with a master's. Also, I assumed they had verified my information when they had hired me 5 heads previous. Not to mention I was the only employee at any level that was asked for it. I said okay and made a note to bring it in when I got back from vacation. But, come Friday, they said if I didn't provide my diploma, my vacation would be cancelled. Cue malicious compliance. Monday morning, at 8 a.m. sharp, I pulled into work on my way to the airport, marched upstairs, and handed the HR representative 5 copies of my diploma, one for each year I had worked there. That my diploma hadn't been a problem. The HR representative was not happy. I think they figured they had found an easy way to get rid of me. I also think she knew the significance of the amount of copies I provided. I said toodles and headed off for vacation, and merrily returned to work 2 weeks later. At least I did for another 6 months. At which point they totally demoted me. I wasn't bitter. I was pretty unhappy, was struggling with paperwork, and I missed the time with my clients. And since I worked 12 by 3 plus 4, I went back to 3.5 days off at least for another 6 months. When I turned in my 2 weeks and moved on to greener. Read. Green as in money. Pastures. And I do know how to keep track of all those dates and numbers. I did graduate high school, after all. There's no malice in this compliance. Good story, should post it up over at our just compliance though. Where is the malice? But literally, there is no way that they can threaten to take away your vacation time that they already approved. To force your compliance. That's just ridiculous that they even tried that. I don't understand the point of this post. This is just compliance. Damn, I don't even have my diploma anymore. I've worked for Fortune 500 companies and I've never been asked for a copy of it. They really be just trying to find something. This compliance is so sweet, it's like a sprinkle-coated cupcake. By your own admission, you sucked at your job. Why were you bitter they didn't keep you at the level of your incompetence? I wish more companies would demote employees when they give them more than they can handle. Back to a level where they were competent enough to be considered for promotion in the first place. My favorite part was how you weren't malicious in your compliance.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.